Hill Love Letter is a storytelling, art, and oral history program that is celebrating the many reasons to love Richmond Hill. Every month we've been doing storytelling workshops. And we also had love note writing workshops where we created a space for people to write short love letters to their neighborhoods. And we asked people to write what they love about Richmond Hill and also what they would like to see changed in the neighborhood. So from April to November, we did monthly workshops. And today we have a culminating celebration where we're going to have some Richmond Hillers telling stories about what Richmond Hill means to us.
I love the noise, I love the colors, I love the characters.
Akash followed Savita down the driveway and out the gate onto 109th Avenue. They walked in silence and made a right on Lefferts Boulevard.
I love that I can eavesdrop on everybody's lives as they're walking down the street. And I love the sense of community.
Colorful flags affixed to bamboo sticks in the front yards came into view. Bright saffron and crimson garlands hung from many of the houses, remnants of a summer of weddings. Thumping tassa drums and conch shells piercing the air had altered the neighborhood's summer soundscape.
I'm going to tell a story about loving, leaving, and belonging in my neighborhood. As a kid, growing up in Richmond Hill was my world. In the summers, I would run around barefoot. I loved being barefoot as a kid, and I actually, my mom let me run around barefoot through the streets, playing with my friends. And at dusk, we would chase fireflies, and then I would fall asleep to the comforting rumble of the A train, which I could hear from my bedroom window. I really, really love Richmond Hill, but I actually didn't fully love it and appreciate it until I left. My time in Ohio and Japan actually helped me appreciate and see things that I had just been blind to and taken for granted before. Because we have so much culture here, and we have so much to love here. And honestly, I don't care where you're from, no matter where you're from, you have reasons to love it, even if it's just for the fact that it has shaped who you are.
I was born in Richmond Hill in 1975, and then I moved to Caracas, Venezuela, and returned back in 1998. I think what I love the most about Richmond Hill is that feeling of home. When I come here, I don't feel as an immigrant, I don't feel like a foreigner, I feel like I'm part of this neighborhood and I'm embraced by it. When you come in from another country, we carry those countries in our back. And when we seek that American dream, we're looking for a place that reminds us of home. Even though we're seeking for that dream, we still want to carry home with us. And we're looking for familiar faces and familiar places. And I always found that in Richmond Hill, the diversity, it was always so comforting for me, and it still is.
So I'm a community activist here in Richmond Hill. Today I'm telling 3 short stories. I come here, I have an accent, and I'm in middle school. And in junior high school 210, I'm in class 737. And the higher the number, it means you're not that smart, right? So 737, it ends at 738. So the second story is a love story, right? It's actually my first love and my first heartbreak, which also happened to be here in Richmond Hill. And so that was the first date. The second date never really came. We made a second date, but she didn't show up. And I was at the movie theaters watching The Mummy all by myself. And then the last story I'm gonna tell is about becoming an activist in my own neighborhood. I'd gone from this kid that arrived in the cold to this kid that never spoke in class, although I was getting perfect A's, never speaking in class, right? To now talking in public and representing what, I thought was my neighborhood. And I began to claim the space, and I began to organize and get other people involved because I was tired, and I still am, and to a big extent, tired of the kind of representation that we have here.
Richmond Hill, a little guy, I know. 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 Richmond Hill is a place where the Guyanese are waist. Young gal a walk and them a shake off the waist. Them a big up their chest and they know them are the best.
So now I think of Richmond Hill always as a keepsake box of childhood memories, not only of my own childhood memories, but also of my son's childhood memories.
I owe so much of my art to the place I came from, and Richmond Hill is just steeped in so many sounds and stories.
Queens is quintessentially American. The people of Queens are beautiful, and we make America great, if I do say so myself.
The point of this, right, is to find what you love about your own neighborhood. And so this is what we, the four of us, love about our neighborhood. Thank you.
Richmond Hill, a little guy, I know. 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 Richmond Hill is a place where the Guyanese are waist. Young gal a walk and them a shake off the waist. Them a big up them chest, cause they know them are the best. Bring first place in a beauty contest. Richmond Hill, a little guy, I know. 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 Richmond Hill, me and the boys then we went for chill. Wanted to feel like we in Guyana, so we went down there, check out them daughter. Where